Okay, I'd like to thank everyone for their patience. I think we're back on track now. If we're not, I don't know what the hell to do. So yeah, let's get back right into this, shall we? That's right. Not one of us is missing. Every member of... Wait, no, sorry. I'm not at that line yet. But thinking about it, this may really be the first time that we're all gathered like this. When we were in the nest of the Black Dragon, Crow wasn't with us. Oh, right. Now you mention it. Well, he was kind of there, but... Oh, drop it already. Don't bring up my dark past. You reap what you sow. Don't forget about that incident with C after all. Yeah, that was painful to watch. Somehow it seems you really like pulling off stuff like that. It's stylish, I'm telling you guys. I wonder if it's really alright that you calmed down at the end. It's exactly because it's the end. Alright, that's good to hear. It looks like we're back together now. We all have our memories together. Now all that's left is to push through to the end. Right. There's a blade called Class VII. To reach them without so much as a scratch. Right. We'll make it there. As a member of the Vandersile. And for the obvious reasons, too. Well, the Soldats are totally prepared. Crow, or Dean, we're going to need your help in the rivalries. Right. We're counting on you. Alright then. Hold up a second, Reen. There's no way we're letting you have the speech this time. Huh? Every single time, you're the one who gives off a corny speech at the end, right? So we all got together and decided for the last time that we'll be taking over that burden together. Oh. So please leave the final order to us. Sometimes it's important to stop helping everyone else and be helped yourself, you know? Alright then. I'll leave it to you all. Just try to make sure it sounds cool, okay? That's quite a hurdle. Thor's old and new Class 7. We will now begin our final mission. What awaits us is the rivalries, the Crimson, the Gold, and the Black Knights. And their Awakeners as well. The pilot of the Crimson is the Crown Prince of Erebonia, Cedric Rice Arnor. The pilot of the Golden is the Governor General of Crossbell, the Iron Blood Children's leader, Rufus Alberea. Also known as the Jade Rook. Major Claire Rivelt of the Railway Military Police, the Icy Maiden. She won't have a Divine Knight, but I'm certain she's waiting for us here. Scarecrow's there too. Major Lecter Arundel, who's once Student Council President in Liberl. Of course, the Society members will be there as well. The mysterious Enforcer number 0, representative of the Anguis, Campanella the Fool, as well as Bloody Shirley, the Scarlet Ogre. I'll bet she's with the Prince. And the daughter of the former president of Crossbell, the 3rd Anguis Maribel. She's a genius alchemist, and her talent is really dangerous. And then there's the one we haven't seen through yet, Enforcer number 1, McBurn, the almighty conflagration. The shadow we all saw when you last fought him may have been his true form. Furthermore, the head of the gnomes, and the leader of the Black Workshop, Franz Reinford, also known as Black Alberic. He'll be waiting. And the one giving orders, the Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne, who is also the reincarnation of the Lionheart Emperor, Drykel's Rysei Arnor. No matter how you think of it, they're in a better position. They'll be waiting for us with tremendous preparation. But we're the same way. We started 2.5 years ago. We gained our power as Class VII. We've received the will of Thors from 250 years ago, and the passion of the Wings of Light. So, there's no way we'll lose to Gramps, or to the head of the workshop. In the rivalries, or in the battles to come. That's right. We just need to show them. There are no barriers that we as Class VII cannot overcome. Oh. We'll be waiting to lend you our strength. To stop the Crimson, the Gold, and the Black. I'm here for that too. Phantom Fortress is 1,200 years old. Feels like a fitting stage for the final showdown. Now then, let's start the operation. We're gonna settle this damn fairy tale ourselves. Right! Attaboy, Crow. Way to send us off. And looks like we can just put in anyone we want in any order. So, we got 8 slots available to us. Let's roll with this for the time being. Do. Oh, there's a, before we enter this fortress itself, there's a thing way in the corner over here. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, it's a Zemurian ore shard. And I'm just short of maxing out everyone's orbments here. Just need a bit more water and fire, Sepith. I mean, there's nothing else I'm doing with the money at this point. I might as well make sure I've got everyone's weapons upgraded. Alright. I won't worry about the, won't worry about orphans and stuff, but at least this gives me a somewhat level playing field. I guess I picked up a few ingredients along the way. Whatever. Not a big deal. Too late for me to do anything there, so no sense in worrying about it, right? These things have a lot of health. Well, whatever. Alright, the Phantom Mobile Fortress in earnest. Let's see what we got for a thrilling final dungeon here. Looks like the path here is sealed off, so we'll need to go around. Anyway, might as well show off this lost art here. Neat. And we got Haltina's courts up to level 10 here. Good stuff. Although, admittedly, that's probably a bit overkill, considering I don't really ever need to go that ham on enemies. Okay, this will open the path forward. And inside here is the Spirit Incense. Guess they gave up on giving me, like, good equipment and stuff, and they're just like, okay, you made it this far. Let's just give you some good restorative items. Altina, come on, girl. You can do better than that. I got Muse and Altina up to level 6 with each other. Rude. That's better. And I figure while I'm here, I might as well show off Altina's new ass craft. Holy shit, this is awesome. Can't just kick a sword at people. Oh, I guess you can, if you're Altina.
バッチリだったな、ユナ。
リーン教官のおかげです。
Anyway, grab the treasure over here. And it's a brave seed. So, you know, decent stuff. Alright. Isn't this... Somehow, the atmosphere here feels different. Apparently it's the small garden of the Phantom Mobile Fortress. I don't sense any enemies here. Yeah, this kind of feels like a garden atmosphere. Must have been a place like that long ago. There are 3 gates, and 2 of them are locked. They probably lead to separate areas of this fortress. This might be a good place to take a breather later. Right, we just got started after all. For now, let's go see what the Chancellor has in store for us. Alright then, looks like we're heading for the open gates. And of course there's a recovery point right here. So we'll just take advantage of that. Alright. Onward and upward. Although, I'm just gonna make a temporary switch there. And again, I haven't had the opportunity to show off Muse's S-Craft, so that's actually kind of terrible. Considering, you know, well, whatever. May not hit everything, but we'll go with it. That's a silly one. Yeah, it's still pretty cool. It is rather silly, though.
何かが待ち受けている可能性が高そうです。
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me either. Like, seriously, that should just hit everything. Well, whatever. Inside this treasure chest is the Devil's Bead, which doesn't sound right at all. Let's see what it actually does. Arts plus 80, cast time cut in half, and you get Lost Genesis for an art spell. So, if we have anyone that's slow on casting, then that's actually perfect for them. What's up, Altina? Yeah, well, they aren't exactly one-to-one. I mean, Altina's S-Craft's pretty similar to Milliam's craft from S3. At least in how they start. It's just, Milliam uses a hammer, and Altina uses a sword. No reason to fight most of these monsters anymore. But this one might be interesting. Kurtz is pretty cool, even if he is just ripping it off his brother.
チャージします助かりました。行きますね。青き翼よ、今です。追撃します。よーし、崩れた。
I'm always partial to Dragon Dive, just because it's probably the S-craft I've used the most in, like, any game. Because the Agate Scream and then Dragon Dive was, like, my go-to strategy for the entirety of the 2nd chapter. Ugh. Jeez. The rudeness on that boy. God. Fainting? Really? Who does that? Nice. In any case, that's the way we have to go, but it's currently sealed off, so we'll have to go the long way around. Again, don't need to fight that thing. This thing's kind of blocking the path here. Oh, whatever. This dungeon looks pretty long, at least from what I've seen so far. No.
私の番です。
Ow.
行くわよ。はあ、くらえ。崩れた。続きます。私の番ですね。甘い。よし、これで大丈夫ね。気分爽快ね。
Anyway, that opens the doorway.
Yeah.
And that lets us get to this treasure chest here, the Celestial Bomb EX.
危険度大。どうか気をつけて。
And inside here are some boots that they didn't bother translating what they were. But whatever, we'll see what they do. 770, movement plus 4, arts plus 25, and evasion plus 3. And it looks like they're male only. So we're gonna give them to Ash. You know, why not, right? And we're gonna make a quick little save here. Actually, no, I don't want to overwrite that. I want to make a new one, just in case. For whatever reason, I need to re-record what happened there. We got to an outside area. Yes, and look over there. Oh, how nice of them to wait for us. That asshole. And Instructor Claire, too. We saw them in those outfits in what was broadcast at the Capitol. It looks like those two are prepared to fight us. In more than one way. What do you mean? Then all we'll have to do is exceed their resolve. As for this battle, we need to keep our eyes on the future. That's right. This is our first trial in this Phantom Fortress. Looks like it'll be a pain, but we just have to outwit them. Well then, this might be my time to shine. Me as well. I've had plenty of time with those two. Although I may not be able to read through all of their moves. I see. It might be a good idea to leave it to you two then. But we in the old Class 7 have plenty of ties to them as well. So, we should decide who makes the most sense to fight them. Right. In either way, we'll all be there for support. Alright, let's get prepared and then move in. You must have Reen, Altina, and Ash as attack members. So, if that's how they want me to dance, then that's how we'll dance. Obviously, Yuna will be our fourth because we need a dodge tank. Just because this is bugging me so much. There we go. Got everyone's orbit maxed out. Only took, like, the last dungeon to do it, right? But, before I walk right on in, I'm just gonna grab something to drink real quick, so I'll be back in a second. Okay. Here we go. Huh. You showed up. We were waiting for you all. Claire Rivelt, the Icy Maiden. Ironblood, Scarecrow, Lecter Arundel. Instructor Claire. Looks like you were pretty sure we'd make it here. Well, we gave you a 50-50 shot. Simultaneously taking out the salt pails, repelling the ions, pushing past the glorious. Really? The probability you'd make it was more like 1 in 1,000. Or maybe 1 in 10,000. Yet you all made it through those odds, and now you stand here. That means this must be fate. No. This isn't fate. This is our will. Millium. Seriously. I had heard about this, but... So it looks like you made it out of the Grail somehow. I sure did. And I made me sure to be extra careful so you two wouldn't notice. I had to come up with a scheme you wouldn't notice with that perception of yours, Lecter. So I was planning for it while fighting with Rufus and Eustace. I see. You were able to come up with that when things were so crazy? You really got us. Oh, really, we should say that we just stopped. Wait, what? Sorry. The line should probably be more like, wow, you really grew up. Or really, we should say we just stopped. Yes, I believe you've grown more than anyone else among the Ironbloods. Far more than the two of us, who merely accepted the curse as an inevitability from the past. Far more than the two of us who decided to throw Altina aside. Claire? Major. And yet, you still intend to stand in our way. Not as members of the Ironblood children, but as member of the Ironblood Knights. As the controllers who watch over the causality of the curse, and as guardians to the death of the fairy tale known as the Twilight. Yeah, that's our last duty. The Great War rages on, fueled by the strife of the Blaze, working with the crater that rages in the fortress. And though we can't call Divine Knights ourselves, we don't intend to lose here. What is this? It's as if they're resonating with the Phantom Fortress itself. As long as you cannot overcome us, you will never open the path into the fortress. So there's no need to hold back. Feel free to call your Divine Knights and Soldats. For if you were to defeat us, the crater's power would diminish. Major, why would you go this far? Very well then. We'll face you. But there are 8 of us standing here. We have no need for our Divine Knights or our Soldats. No. Calling them would gain nothing. So go ahead and use that power of the fortress, or causality, or whatever the hell it is. Because we'll brush right past it. Right. Your resolve? And your gentle but backwards will that only drives you towards the past. We'll crush it here. Oh. Not bad. Instructor Claire, I feel the same way. We have been intertwined since long ago. It would be foolish to run from such a battle. So, show us your own stubbornness and guts. Right. I'll go all out. Yeah. This is my true power. Rean, Achan, Claire, Lecter, do your best. Oh man, this is some good boss music.
今だ。
もらった。
私の番ね。はあ、くらえ。チャンス。追撃します。甘い。崩れた。みんな準備はいい？お任せ。
任せてくれ。俺の番だな。引くんだ。今だ。
もらった。俺の番だな。いいもんをくれてやる。これチャンスだ。
正気モーテルミラージュ。
甘い。今だ。
もらった。
さてとブリューナク起動照射。今です。皆さんお願いします。任せて。
任せてくれ。
やるね。だが勝負はここからだぜ。
万物ルテオ。無は有にして有はまた無なり。1、2、3、4、5、6、8を一投。無人
さすがは皆さんですね。
せいぜい楽しむとしようぜ。捕らえた。オライアント。仕込みはバッチリだな。しまいだ。
さあ行くわよ。エネルギー修正。まだまだ。ゴー。バリアントチャージ。ディビジョン&トランスフォーム。シンクロ完了。ブレイブモード。アクセル。ズバッと。ソラリスマリンガ
たまねえな。
氷の進化お見せします。妨害せよフリープジール。これに定める。私の番ね。アークス駆動。
俺の番だな。ありがとうよ。
私の番です。はあやっはあ甘い。私の番ね。
ありがとう。
ありがとうよ。
参る。うなれ。うおー。ラ
いいぜ。さて、こいつはおまけだ。油断大敵ってな。
よーしくらい
万物ルテン無は有にして有はまた無なり1、2、3、4、5、6、8を一頭無人剣
しょ
甘い
行きます
At least, you know, try to hit us.
私の番ね甘いここまでですかさあ先に進みましょう
And so that was Claire and Lecter. And honestly, that was barely a fight. For our troubles, we get 2 decent spells with the SR attached to them.
よし掴んだ
Not that it'll really matter.
悪くねえな。
各種ステータスアップですやりました成長しちゃいました
ま、こんなもんだろ
やったね
Kinda surprised that's all they had. Oh.
やったか。
We did it. The power we gained with unifying with the fortress from the start of the war. There should have been a less than 10% chance for you to win from there. Seriously. Her intuition's been totally off today. That's right. We overcame the Jaeger King and the Saint. We're all still growing. Myself as well, of course. You don't have to remind me. You guys should be able to push forward to the end somehow. A new path should open to you after defeating us. We'll leave the rest to you. Altina! Right. You don't get to pull the easy way out. Fuck you two. You can't do that, Instructor Claire. 'Cause I'm gonna do it myself. No. It's just like we predicted. Jeez. You read that far ahead? Oh, you guys are just obvious, you know? If you were like you were before, we would have never been able to read you. We don't plan to lose to your little gamble. You should just accept your defeat and rest well. Right. We'll be going on ahead. So, please watch over us until the very end. You're both going to be needed in the Empire after the Twilight. That's right. You have to do your best for me, too. Reen? Milliam? When you say it like that, what choice do I have but to obey? Jeez. You guys are always being so unreasonable. Well, fine. The Prince and Shirley are up ahead. Do your best to overcome the rivalry. Okay? Alright, another pathway is open to us. They passed out. It's understandable, though. Considering the effect of the curse, and their unification with this fortress, it's a wonder they stayed conscious for so long. That reminds me, that crest at the end. It felt like something moved within the fortress. Yes, I believe the way forward is open now. Let's fall back to the garden area for now. Right. We'll need to face the Prince and Shirley next. Right. And we have to perform the next rivalry with the instructor. Let's perform some light first aid, and then move on. Right. They didn't sustain any major injuries, so they should be fine. Alright then, let's go check things out back there, and move on. Yes. Rest well, and watch over the rest of our journey. Ash, Altina, Yuna, good work. Thanks a lot, Achan. Right. I'm really glad. Yeah, let's just get moving. You ever passed out face down? It normally keeps your mouth off the ground. Yeah, when you're passed out like that, normally you've at least got something to stop you from just like, you know, going straight mouth to ground. You've got your nose in the way, you've got your forehead, so... You know, it's not. Oh. The situation here has changed. It must be an effect of overcoming the first guardians of this place. Yeah, this area is overflowing with mana. It'll make a good resting spot. It also appears that one of the gates that was sealed before is open now. Yeah, and after the next gate, the conditions will be met. This is perfect. So this would appear to be a block in the very center of the fortress. It's a perfect place for a base. Oh, then that means... we should be able to bring the Soldats and Divine Knights here? Yeah, let's call Valimar and Ordine. And we should be able to fit the Soldats in here too. Rin and Crow called the Divine Knights and had them carry in the Soldats. And they decided to use this garden as a base of operation. For exploration in the fortress. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. This fortress is huge, just like we thought. We need to strategize here, and then capture the rest. We'll be facing Prince Cedric and Shirley next. Let's rest for a bit, and then head for the gate. The decaying garden has been renewed. Reen will act alone here, and will be able to talk to his friends. Also, as there's a top-class orbment charging station here, you can upgrade your equipment. You can also fish, play Prompto, and Vantage Masters. Leaving the garden will resume the capture of the fortress. That's a good way of putting it. Hmm, 102 hours, wow. Okay, well, before I do any of these events here, I'm just gonna quickly break the video here, so I'll be back in like 30 seconds, so don't worry about that.